Hello, this is Scott VL Mac, and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know me, please subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, on my journey on becoming an author. This is for my book, Receipts of a Black Woman, and I want to talk about it and what made me write this book. Right after my mom passed away, 7 months later, her mom passed away, and I just needed to get away. So I left, and I didn't join the military. Too old for that. But I worked for the government overseas, and I lived there for 4.5 years. And when I came home, my family was telling me how I had experienced a lot, I've been through a lot, and that I can be inspiration to a lot of single parents out there. Not only that, my book, I've been through a lot, seen a lot, did a lot, and it's not just the loss of my parents, my mom and my dad. It's me going through a lot, as in being married twice, divorced twice, single parent, single mother, raising her kids. And I was at 398 pounds. 398 pounds. And after my dad passed away from cancer, and then it didn't dawn on me to try to take my health serious until my mom started getting sick. And so I decided to go ahead and go on a diet. And at the time my mom was diagnosed with cancer, I had lost 98 pounds. And during her illness of lymphoma, I went from 300 to 329 from depression. My book is about so much. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy. Being a single parent, it's not easy. It's hard. It's hard work. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta be dedicated, and you gotta want something out of life. And I did. And I just didn't give up at all. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I lived a nun life. I didn't. I just know that this book comes highly recommended for single parents that are raising kids and that are just going through a lot of depression or sick or overweight, whatever the case may be. As you see, I went from 398 pounds to 197, so I feel good. I was diagnosed with high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and as soon as my weight dropped, that dropped. I was so used to seeing my mom on medication. I knew that once my doctor diagnosed me with high blood pressure, I knew that I was on that forever, because I thought that by seeing my mother being on high blood pressure, I knew that I was just stuck, and I knew that that was going to be my weakness, high blood pressure. But I lost all the weight and came off those meds, and it made me feel a whole lot better. I never used to take any pictures. 398 pounds, and the only picture I took was for my license. Didn't like that. And I noticed that once you drop the weight, a lot of weight, you begin to look a little bit younger. And so now I have younger men just coming towards me, but I don't look my age. I'm 48 years old. This book also tells you what I went through overseas, the things I've seen. It also tells you a little bit of my mom and dad's past, and how my mom loved my dad and didn't have a pot to piss in. I had nothing, but she loved him for him. It also have in here my heartaches. Oh goodness, there's so much in this book. Men that lied to me. Also, I've run across so many internationals, Ugandans, Indians, from India, Nepal. I became friends with Bosnians, and still today I still in contact with these people, and they became my family. I've been to Dubai, I've been to Russia, I've been to Iraq, I've been all over. Well, not all over, but I've seen a lot, did a lot. And this book is, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I wrote the book, I had to go back and read and read and read. And each time I went over it to read it, I would cry. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The last time I read this book was when I wrote it. I can't read it anymore. When I had it edited, my editor has sent me back some pages to read to make sure she had everything right. Couldn't read it. Couldn't read it. I had my neighbors to go over it, and then they came back and said, well, you know, this is your book. You might need to go over it yourself and find out the flaws, and was it done correctly? Did she miss anything? So I said, okay, well, it made sense. So I did the first 3 pages and cried, and I just said, you know what? Can't do it no more. So the last time I read this book was actually when I was writing it. This is a Black woman. Resilience of a Black woman. This book had been on my desktop for 9 years. I finished it like in a year and a half, and it just sat there until recently, last year, November, when I got sick and I needed it edit, and I had it edit. I started getting into writing a lot. When I had it edit, while I was going through editing, I would Google a lot and be on YouTube a lot, and I found out that, you know, when you write a book, that your book is going to go through more than one editor. I'm like, no, not mine. I paid a good penny for it. I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's not the case. You could pay $2,000 and your book might need to get edited again. That's actually $2,000 you have wasted. And to be honest with you, the second editor I went through charged me $600. And when she did it, it put me in my final stage on getting my book published. Can you believe it? $600. And she did it with just one edit, versus the $2,000 edit. I'll give you her information down below. Don't worry about that. Goodness. This book will show you how to be strong, independent, and not take no for an answer. I didn't take no for an answer. The divorces I've been through put me in a rough stage, and when I got to a point to losing everything, I just said enough is enough. I want to do better. I want more. So I got off my ass and I went through whatever I had to go through to do better, to want more. I was single mom, single parent, so I know I needed to be mom and dad. So I decided to, after I lost my mom and my grandmother, I decided to leave. And that's when I got a job overseas, and I stayed there for 4.5 years. This book also have I hate to talk about it, but this is me. I had 2 kids and I gave them up for adoption. That was the hardest thing that I ever had to do, was give up my kids, because I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to give them. The 2 that I did have, I kept with me by my side. They were old enough. So I gave up, I had 2 more and gave them up for adoption. And that's all in this book as well. Matter of fact, before this book came out, the first child that I gave for adoption, he contacted me, and I was so astounded. I was so nervous. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that he wanted to get in contact with me, and he did. And we talked, and he forgave me. This book has all that in there, this information in there. It also have what I do for a living and what I did for a living overseas as well, and the people that I came in contact with that made me the person that I am today. So yeah, this is about Resist Black Woman. I promise you this book will teach you how to never give up and to always go for whatever you want out of life. This book will teach you to want more out of life. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a happy ending, but it's a book that would keep your mind sharp and to never give up in life. And this is Resist a Black Woman, Resilience of a Black Woman. You can pick it up at any store, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. You can Google me online. Matter of fact, I Googled myself, Scott V.L. Mack, and it actually gives you the first few pages for free. You can read it online to see if this book is something that you would be interested in purchasing. I also have a website that also will be placed below my YouTube channel as well, and yeah, and that's about it. Pick it up, Resilience of a Black Woman, and I promise you that this book is all you need to want more out of life. It will influence you. This is Scott V.L. Mack. Take care and God bless.